This is Scot Squad.
The Scottish police force runs on cake.
The Scotch cops are prudent with their piggy bank. Every penny is a prisoner, every pound on the watch list. But Chief Commissioner Cameron Mickelson still cannily comes up with the kind of initiatives cash can't buy.
In these times of tight budgets, I've come up with a new motto, which is better, not more. If I can't recruit more officers, then I must have better officers. Huh? Do we need more laws? No, we just need better laws. Do we need more chiefs? No, we just need a better chief. And that's what we've got, by the way. We've got a better chief. We've got the best chief. Now, the only area where this doesn't really work is in uniforms. You can't have one officer wearing the very latest, fashionable, tailored uniform. The guy next to him sitting in the car's butt naked. That is not going to work. The sacred bond of trust between the police force and the public would be ruined if one officer's wearing a Dolce & Gabbana and the other guy's wearing 3 for a 5 or George from Asda pants, you know? But in general, it's better, not more, for me. Which is why I, as the chief, despite my critics, I refuse to have more ideas. I point blank refuse. We want more ideas from you. No, you will not get them. You will get 1 or 2, occasionally, spectacular ideas. Better, not more. And what's a spectacular idea? That is better, not more.
For City Police Sarah Fletcher and Jack McLaren, while a call-out can be a conundrum or a response could be a riddle, there are very few mysteries that these coppers can't crack.
We were recently on the trail of a tax cheat called Marvin Stark, and the authorities needed to speak to him and we had to go and apprehend him.
You look amazing! Come in!
Oh.
What? Oh, she's not wrong, but...
To get to the bottom of
Right.
murder. In a moment, we will be...
Sorry, we are interrupting. I apologise for that. I know you're having a nice evening with your wee shindig, whatever it is.
When we arrived there, Marvin Stark was hosting a murder mystery evening. Oh, it looked fabulous, didn't it?
I'm not Mr. Stark, I'm Detective Starkey. As you can see, my colleagues from the police have arrived. We'll be getting to the bottom of this crime very, very quickly.
Sorry to interject again. You're not a detective, and we're not his colleagues. We're actually the real police, obviously. So, sorry for your Cluedo game being disrupted, because we do need to have a word with you, Mr. Stark.
Because there's been a murder, and they're going to ask you all who did it, why they did it, and how they did it, to see if you can catch the killer.
Strange concept to, pay to go and solve a murder. We could take them out in the streets, and it's a bit more brutal and dark than dressing up. But each to their own. Not here to judge, but I do. We're all just having a wee jolly and have a few drinks and get off with each other and whatever you do. But that's going to have to stop at the moment, because we will have to take you out and have a wee chat with you, okay?
A little chat with me about the case.
About a case of tax evasion, yeah. Okay? Sorry, but...
We'll be back very soon. The big question is, can you catch the killer? Thank you.
We decided to take Marvin away into a quieter area and just talk to him about why we were really there.
Yeah, look, so I do need to explain myself.
Whoa, what?
Oh yeah, that was all just an act. I'm not even English. I'm actually Scottish.
Wow.
I know. That's actually kind of what I want to tell you about. I'm a chameleon as an actor, and I use method acting, and there's a certain rhythm to that, and you become the character. So if one of them were to hypothetically commit a crime, I wouldn't know anything about it. And I don't see why I should be charged for a crime committed by a fictional character.
But it's your body.
It's my body.
It's your body and it's your mind.
Well, it's my mind being inhabited by someone else, another character.
Like a ghost.
Like a ghost.
We sort of offered together, collectively, to let Marvin end the game. Right, let's do this. It's not their fault.
Okay.
Those people in there have paid all that money.
Right, we'll go back in there, you'll tell them who the murderer is, whoever it is, okay, then we'll get out of here.
And then we'll get out of here.
I mean, these people had spent a lot of money on costumes, a lot of money on the tickets for the murder mystery night, so it'd be a shame for them to go home unfulfilled.
So, I will now reveal how this crime was committed. Basically, the criminal
Paid for this.
decided to pull a clever ruse. He vanished.
Oh, Sarah! I told you! I apprehended Mr. Stark very, very quickly. Quicker than I think even he anticipated, even though he knew I was going to get him.
Well, I've no mystery about where you're going, my pal. The jail.
And it was a case of who done it? Well, he done it.
Down the station, seasoned desk sergeant Karen Ann Miller talks rookie PC Sharon McKelvey through the knowledge.
This is your Bible, not like the actual Bible, because all of this is accurate.
A big boost for the apprentice learning from the master.
I feel like I have a lot of experience that I can share with McKelvey, which I hope will help to smooth her journey through the transition from customer service to banging people up.
Have a nice time.
She's come from a background where the customer is always right, whereas barring a couple of minor miscarriages of justice, most of the time the customer in here is quite definitely wrong.
When I'm not in uniform, I like to wear tops with like wee positive messages on them. You know, be kind, good vibes, live, laugh, love. And I like to think that I do that when I'm in uniform too. The word I wear is police. Polite and nice. Police. Polite and nice.
I'm concerned about the messages that were given to people who are being brought into the charge bar and how that might impact on them, really.
Are you sure? Because I thought they were all quite nice messages, like, what's aggressive about choose hugs?
Well, depending on the circumstances that have led to people being here, maybe we don't want to be encouraging them to be hugging anybody.
Right.
This is a house of happiness.
This is a house of happiness. Are you not happy here? People in custody have made mistakes, but every day is a new day. And no matter what they've stolen, we don't want to steal their dreams. Is that you having a wee sleep in there? Oh, your body must need it then. Oh, absolutely. I've got so much to learn. I mean, Sergeant Miller does often tell me, Sharon, you have a lot to learn about this job. And she's right. I do have a lot to learn about this job. Great chat, boss.
Today I am launching #SlateHate on the worldwide interweb. Now, everybody in Scotland deserves a crime-free existence, and that includes disabled people. They're often victims of hate crimes, and we don't hear anything about it because they don't report it. This is one area, ironically, I would like to see a rise in crime statistics. If you are part of the silent majority, get in touch. We're connected. We're good to go. Welcome, everyone. We're going to be hearing today a very powerful story from a young victim of a hate crime, a young man called Alan. Alan, how are you?
I'm fine, Chief, thanks.
Tell your powerful story.
Just give me a wee moment, Chief, please.
Of course, no, I'll take your time. Okay, we're listening. We're here to hear.
See, I'd parked in a disabled parking space. So on my way back to the car, I was getting dog's abuse, projectiles thrown at me. A bottle missed me by a whisker.
No. That is exactly the sort of crime we want to have reported. An innocent young man going about his business on an unprovoked attack on a quiet street.
Well, Chief, it wasn't quite a quiet day. It was the Edinburgh Derby.
Oh, right, it was the Hibs Hearts game. You got caught up in that.
Aye.
It's nice to meet another wee Hibs fan, you know. Where'd you sit in Easter Road?
The away end.
Oh, sorry, right. So you're a jambo. You're a jambo, you know. Well, I mean, and you got a bit. I mean, it doesn't excuse it. Doesn't excuse it that you're getting it just because you're a jambo.
I mean, what right does some wee fat podgy hibby have to say to me?
Well,
ha ha, look at you, you wee prick.
No, yeah, it's shocking. It's awful. It's awful.
It was just after we'd done that shower of shite.
I mean, you were the victim here. Just concentrate on that, you know.
I might have been the victim of the crime, but on the day, his team were the victims because they got slaughtered.
It's fair enough. You stood up for yourself, but I don't want you, telling stories about you having a go at respectable Hibernian fans. Hearts fans. I mean, they're the worst in the country.
Aye, Jack Ross.
Oh, Robbie Nielsen in that case. You know, if you're going to Jack Ross or Robbie Nielsen.
We put yous in the map. Do you know how we done that? Because we pumped yous all the time.
Oh, you
Because
pumped
yous
us all
are
the time.
pish.
Here we go.
What we gonna have?
What?
The Proclaimers.
Oh, all right, like you got bad.
Oh,
We've got good fans.
Aye.
Who's your celebrity fan? Stephen Hendry, the wee rad.
The hat and elf, Chief.
I know.
Hat
You
and
just
elf.
don't you listen. Enough, okay? Enough of you.
Walk
Just-
away while you
Yeah,
can.
all right, let's do
Aye.
it. Get you.
Pals,
Just you shut up
pals,
then.
glorious.
Okay, enough of that. Enough of that. I did have to caution Alan in the end for the use of hate speech, and I did, in fact, in the end, have to caution myself. But in the end, more crimes reported means more hate to slate, and that can only be a good thing. So I think overall, not 10 out of 10, but 9 out of 10 so far for hashtag slate hate.
PC Singing McCurdy knows Scotland's roads like a human sat-nav.
There's a milk tan. There's a sausage cottage. I know where I'm on now.
Great traffic cops aren't made, they're born with the kind of skills that can't be taught.
Being police officers, some people might call us role models. Other people might call us heroes.
Kings.
The same can be said of other professions as well. I mean, doctors, for example, teachers.
Yes.
Every one of these people, they've got responsibilities.
But not every teacher has abided by the rules recently. Just a wee bit too fast there. It's a 30 miles per hour. You will have clocked you at 39 miles per hour, so it's a built-up area. Where have you came from?
The primary school around the corner.
Oh, the primary.
What was your name again?
Joanne McCarrigal.
And I'm quite perceptive. In this job, you have to be able to recognise people.
McCarrigal, yeah.
You're Mindy's teacher. Thought I recognised you.
That's your Wayne's teacher?
Yeah.
Oh, you when? Yes.
Oh, no, here we go.
Small world, isn't it? Bumping into you.
It is small.
How's Mindy getting on? Is she raves about the school. She raves about you as well. The stuff the kids learn nowadays is unbelievable.
He's done Egypt yet? I always remember getting Egypt at the school.
Egypt.
River Nile and all that. Pyramids.
We looked at Egypt last
Tutankhamun. He was the one that died, wasn't he? Aye.
I think they're all dead.
I remember this. It still sticks in my head. His name was Tutankhamun. You must have heard of his tomb. Remember Tutankhamun. And there's one for you.
The school had been holding auditions for The Ugly Duckling, and my daughter and I, we'd been practicing, rehearsing.
Have you made a decision?
Yes, we did reach a decision. The letters will be going out to parents tomorrow.
That's good. That's good. Brilliant.
Yeah, but could you know, we're standing here just now anyway, so I mean.
Did you get it? Did you go to Ugly Duckling?
Mindy will be in the chorus.
You're joking.
I think
Come on.
I think at the moment that is the perfect place for her.
You know, my daughter was in contention. She was in the top 2. They decided to go another way.
There were far more confident.
Who?
The letter will go out tomorrow.
You can let us know. We're standing here right now. I mean, there's
we're
what's
all
the difference
adults
between
here.
Today and tomorrow. We're all adults. So yeah, all adults.
Sinead will be playing.
Sinead.
Oh, come on.
It's a good life lesson. Things don't always go the way you planned, and you can rehearse and practice all you want, but sometimes the part goes to Sinead. Sinead.
So I take it your decision's made.
My decision. I have written the letter. You will.
I've written your ticket.
Thank you.
There you go. Make sure you pay that on time. You're in 39 on 30 mile per hour.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. You have been dismissed.
Thank you.
The fine was paid promptly, and Sinead can now be seen starring in the UK arena tour of Annie. What's up? It's well crucial to get the message across to the young people, so the Scottish Police Force crew have created a cool new gig, Youth Liaison Officer, filled by wicked individuals like PC Eleanor Hipgrave.
So PC Eleanor Hipgrave, YLO, or YOLO, as I like to call it sometimes. you know, YOLO. See, I had to explain to some of the older police officers what that meant too. They didn't get it. Which is a perfect example of why you need folk like me on the team. Hiya. Can I get a Nando's ordered in?
Right this way, pals.
The young people in our community, they've got so much passion and enthusiasm and emotion. And I thought, what better way than to allow them a creative outlet?
This is a gift from the Scottish Police Force to you.
graffiti, but in a controlled and legal manner. So, everyone grab a can, grab a pen. Come on, don't be shy. Oh, what's that you got there, Madison?
A pig.
A pig. This is sick, isn't it? What's this? What's this you got there? This blue...
Shapes.
Shapes. You can write your tags there as well. Menchies, womenchies, all of it. It was a really beautiful experience for us all to share. Let me take you through it. Riley is a fat grass. We've got aliens here with scarves, another smiley face. You know, we're feeling a lot of good vibes and just working off each other's energy. And we have here a BYT, brilliant sandwich. ACAB. They told me that meant always cool, anytime, bro. When it comes to graffiti, we don't want to dissuade the new Banksy. I mean, crime can be art, but art can also be crime. Isn't that cute? I love it.
Countryside cop PC Charlie McIntosh used to partner up with PC Jane Mackay. Now he's bossing wild acres beside Sergeant Napier Carmichael.
Do I miss my old partner Jane Mackay? No. No, not at all, I'd say. I mean, sure, at first I'd be like, oh, this time last week, you know, me and Jane were on shift together, or 7 months ago to the day, actually, today, we were eating a pack of biscuits together. She's got crumbles and all that. She was like, oh, watch out. But now I hardly think about her at all.
I've only heard what Officer McIntosh has told me. I've heard so much that I feel I know Jane better than I know myself.
When an old case comes to court, Charlie hits the big city to stand as a witness. Cue a major reunion with his former partner in crime, busting.
Jane!
Hey!
No way, how are you?
Charlie! I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Aye, not too bad.
You look so well.
Got your coffee. Not forgotten. It's your favourite oat milk macchiato.
Double shots.
Extra hot.
Yes! You are good.
Good to see you.
Why did I give you up?
Oh, I don't know. Have they got you paired with anyone new out here?
Yes, yeah. I'm with a new woman called Laura.
Laura?
Yeah. Still early days, but
right,
like, we're getting on really well.
Not getting on? Oh, you're getting on?
Yeah, really well,
Yeah.
actually. She's really nice.
All right.
And here she is.
Oh! You're
Laura.
the new...
Oat milk macchiato.
I've actually already got her. One, I know her pretty well, so don't worry about it.
Peel me off.
Is it Laurel?
Laura.
Laura. Oh, yeah.
How long was your journey?
Well, a couple hours.
Yeah. I didn't see a horse parked outside.
She's really
She's
funny.
She's cute. I find the countryside thing super cute. I really do. I thought that as well, and then I went, and then actually I was just like, the country's...
You'll be up next. Oh, okay.
Going to remind me what it is that you're here for?
We caught a criminal stealing a combine harvester. Yeah.
Honestly, no, what are you here for?
It was part of an even larger crime syndicate. They stole a lot of very valuable equipment. We did a stakeout in a twitch hide.
So you're going to have to elaborate on that as well a wee bit for me. It's like a
bird watching.
Oh, so
yeah.
It's like 2 nights in. What did you do to pass the time then?
Lots.
Played a lot of games,
Yep.
had a lot of sex. It was...
A lot of sex. There you are.
Could you imagine?
But we were very professional,
All right,
actually, because it was such a big deal. Never mind. We testified, gave our evidence. The gang went down. Justice was served. It was a banner day for Charlie and Jane, you know, working together.
Hey, do you want this now? No, I'm all right, actually, thanks. See you later, Charlie.
Best of all, actually, the court artist let me keep this little drawing they did, so I've got this wonderful little souvenir. Obviously, it doesn't really do justice to Jane, but it really captures a bit of her essence and definitely her cheekbones, I think.
I have to keep up to date with not only how crime is evolving, but how language is evolving, particularly in relation to hate and offence. Of course, in language, there are many words that are complete no-nos. You know, I mean, the N word, the F word, the C word, the G word, the L word, the P word, the Q word, and recently it's been joined with the T word. I won't, obviously it's too offensive to say the word, but it does rhyme with Huchter. But there's a recent addition been brought to my attention, and that is the D word. Now, unfortunately, I have used the D word, so I would like to apologise to all the citizens of Dumfries. You've probably seen the story. I referred to one of the new recruits, Brian, very nice fellow, as a Dunhamer. It implies that they are economic migrants who have to travel north to Glasgow or Edinburgh to earn a wage and then come Dunhame at the weekend. It suggests that they're not sophisticated enough to hold their own in polite conversation in society in Edinburgh, and they have to go Dunhame to be with their own type. You know, now, I'm not suggesting that the people of Dumfries are insular, backward, slack-jawed yokels who can barely speak. But if that's what the D word implies, then I will D word no more. So I just want to reassure the people of Dumfries as you're gathered round that television in Curry's window, I shall D word no more.
Top detectives Squire and McGill possess the senses to unwrap the scams.
You're number 5 today. If you had to look right through these. Oh my God. Had a great day.
They know the law. They enforce the law. They are the law.
Tan, get a state of me.
Lawyers are something we have to deal with as part of our job, but they are the absolute bane of our lives.
Afternoon, Stanley. How you doing?
Why all this glamour?
You look dapper yourself, Stanley.
Yes, I know.
Obviously, through the years, we deal with a lot of the same lawyers, and Stanley Ellery, he fits this category of annoyance. He's top level, top drawer, annoying guy, this guy. We've been working really hard on this case, the Reggie Dunlop case, and we were finally getting him in. We're just waiting on Reggie.
Oh, sorry, I think we're labouring under a misapprehension. This is Reggie Dunlop.
Who?
My client.
The dog is your client.
Yes.
We're not stupid. We've seen the dog, but we just thought it was like, what is it? Bring your dog to work.
Mr. Anthony Dunlop placed his assets in Reggie's name in a bank in Monaco, where this practice is perfectly legal, as it is in many other jurisdictions throughout the world.
To be fair, he was right. There was a legal loophole, I think it was in Monaco, that you can put your assets into your dog.
And does Reggie get to go and spend his money there? Does he get to fly over?
I believe they go once a year.
The dog goes to Monaco.
Yeah.
We couldn't prosecute the dog. It was a case closed, but fortunately for us, we've actually had a bit of a doings, if you like, with Stanley before. He was pulled over for a traffic offence not so long back, and when we had a wee look at the file, we uncovered some information about Stanley, didn't we?
Yeah, we couldn't believe it.
Does the name John Dunn ring any bells?
He isn't Stanley Ellery. Turned out this guy's called John Dunn, and he'd managed to get himself basically a certificate that you get when you pass your swimming badge, saying that he's a lawyer. Dodgy written all over it to us.
I don't know where you get these documents, but...
Well, I know where you got it. You got it from Singapore. That's exactly where you got it.
I think we're finished here. You will be hearing from my lawyer.
No, John, we're not finished
here,
John. Actually, because posing as a lawyer without the right credentials is fraud.
Full-scale fraud for Stanley there. Sorry, John. Sorry about this, Reggie. And you sit tight there, John, and we'll get that lawyer for you. OK?
As police officers, you know, we don't like arresting people, getting them done for things. It's not a nice experience, but when it comes to lawyers, it's absolutely brilliant.
Would you like a wee bowl of water, John?
A wee toy?
Was magic.
Busted for fraud. This lame mongrel's now cooped up in Her Majesty's kennel. Life's a bitch. Fighting crime online all the time, Archie Pepper and Annie McInnes. Partners inside and outside the office, Arch and Annie have always got each other's backs.
Looking forward to a week on your own?
Yeah, I think it'll be nice, actually.
I was called away to a family wedding down south. I tried to get out of it, but I couldn't. You know, it's family. You can't choose them. You wouldn't choose them. Just one thing I need to speak to you about is there's a list of duties that you'll need to carry out in my absence. That it's just stuff I do every week for the chief. and it's just easier to go on with it and do it rather than complaining. So for
Okay.
1 week, I'd like you to take care of all these. Is that all right?
Well, what kind of things?
Like, often he forgets to lock his car in the car park, and he thinks I can lock it from my computer because he thinks I can do anything. But I actually just take his keys and point them out the window and click, because it's in range, so you can do that. He often gets me to print out emails and give them to the people that he's already sent them to. I shine his shoes every Thursday. That's straightforward enough. The polish is in the top drawer. Yeah, his physical shoes, his real life shoes that he wears.
That's my...
Yeah, that's your job now. He somehow always gets stuck on the American version of Amazon, so all the prices are in dollars and he can't work out the conversion, so just change it back to the UK site. He sponsors a donkey that he sees on Zoom, so I send him the links for that. When he's stressed, there's this YouTube video called Hebridean Whale Sounds for Important People. I run his voucher account. Sometimes he likes it if I edit his face onto old Top of the Pops performances, so he can be like Brian Ferry or the bassist from Slade.
Great.
I'm sure you'll handle it all fine.
Lovely.
I'd like to get out ahead of a story that's about to break in the press concerning a large order for gloves for the entire Scottish police force. The press seem to think it's relevant that the contract was awarded to Foster and Co. of Corstorphine. Yes, I know old boy Foster. Yes, we went to school together. Yes, we played rugby together for the under-18s. Of course we did. Doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. This is not a chumocracy. This is not Mickey's mates rates. And the proof is in the pudding. Look, there you go. Now, people say, why, four fingers? People have got 4 fingers. If you've got 4 fingers, you want to join the police force, you're welcome. It's diverse. We're welcome everybody into the Scottish police force, okay? People with 4 fingers. And yes, therefore, there are gloves with 6 fingers, but we're welcoming 6-fingered people too. We might want to recruit in Clackmannanshire. Now, initially you'd think, oh, well, this is some sort of mistake. No. It's a police oven mitt. You think, well, when are you ever going to need that? The number of times we've busted down the door, where are the drugs hidden? The drugs are hidden in the oven because they've got the shepherd's pie in there and it smells like they're just cooking shepherd's pie. No, they're baking their goods. Junior officers can start off being quite small. Slip on one of these if you're a junior recruit, or go put them in the bigger dogs. Keep the paws warm. This, the long finger of the law. Yes, the long finger of the law. Thank you very much. You put that on, it could point round, he went that way. This could get around the U-bend. Put that on, your middle finger could get around the U-bend of the loo where they've just flushed their stash. So, no, it's not cronyism. It's not chumocracy. I say to the press, it's a non-story. Foster and Co., for me, they get the big thumbs up.